Oh, you can see the rain through the window. It's dope. The Rigsogur, page 1. The King of Soft Reeds. There was once a man named Rig Raderson. He leapt Rig the Slippery Wisdom. He was the son of Rhaegar Rixon, also Ylept Radar the Wise, who married Gisla the Axlow and gave birth to both Rig and Helga Gislasdottir the Hugger Heavy. Jesus, these names. The family was one of noble lineage, his ancestors having long links to Trondalag and the Fylki of Frota. They were part of the last petty kingdoms before Harold came to rule. Rig was born during a storm at sea with his mother, his six sisters, his grandmother, and his sister at each other's sides. With salty waves hitting his face as he emerged from the womb, it is said he miraculously did not cry during this tumultuous birth. As a young man, he was known because he told tales of his visions to all the folks of the Fylki. He wandered from town to town and proclaimed, "I have drunk the mead of Odin, and I have sat at the great table with all of the Aesir and the swellers of glory. They all know my name." One warrior, Eclept Sklati, hated this loudmouth. Sklati forced his huge son to fight Rig in a duel, but Rig shone brighter in battle, honorably winning, yet not taking Sklati's son's life. Instead, he demanded Sklati's majestic and giant horn. Rig blew it and took it as a spoil. Returning to the Frosta, he filled it with mead, and his first nickname was Rig the Hornfiller. Saga page. Letter concerning the Rigsogur. Dear scribes, nobles, rulers, and the holy diocese of Leicestershire, I greet you with friendship and the love of God. My name is Brissy the Elder. I have studied under the disciples of Wilfrid Alcuin, and I have also followed the many scalds of the much maligned lords of the Daneland and Nork. I was captured by one Rig the Slippery Wisdom during a raid at Whitby Abbey. I since lived with the heathen at Goldborough and converted many while following their great journey and turning towards God. Based on the stories I have heard around the hearth and the many battles and adventures I have witnessed, I compiled this saga in the spirit of our great poets Caedmon and Kindwolf, and have so dutifully taken note of the story of Rig. His Rigsogur is as great as that of Beowulf's or Ragnar Lothbrok. It must be written and rewritten and told throughout the scrolls of our land and beyond the shores, for his name is immortal. What I saw of his might, his merriment, and his godly touch is unlike any other story before or after. He was plagued by a demon's voice, and I worry the devil hath taken him, and not the angels. However, be his tale one of woe and warning, or of brightness and valor, it merits retelling. I have included with my scop seal and the story of Rig. Please, I beg of you, share it and teach it amidst the mead halls and beneath the belfries of our good Lord. This manuscript is sacred. My warmest light, Brissy the Elder. Interred kings of Mercia, Aethelbald, Bornraid, and Wiglaf. How the hell do I get? Need a key. Skari's journal. Ubba Ragnarson has banished me from the camp. This comes on the heels of another battle in which I warred far more with my tongue than I did with my axe. It is time to let it lay, he said. He is right. I no longer wish to fight, to raid, to kill. These things have not enlivened my body or my hunger for many years now. It may be I only needed to hear it from another. For that, I thank the son of Ragnar for bringing to light what I failed to see. What lies before me now, I do not know. This I will sit and ponder. So there should be a key. Probably not anymore.
So, some of us are staying behind as I hear it.
Half the army's already in Tamworth. We've now got help from the south. It's our lot to look after this place now, to protect her.
Shame. Wanted to see the look on Burgred's face when we stormed his fortress. Now we'll just hear big tales, told by drunken heroes.
There we go. Let's do it.
I've heard all Danes are cursed with slow brains and fat tongues. Care to prove me wrong?
Most men choose
Jungulf.
to be loud or stupid. Impressed that you manage both. I will
I'll
take you on.
Brilliant. Some flyting spirit. How about a wager?
Here,
Let's do it.
Thank you.
let us begin.
I have sparred against champions and bested each one.
That's it. Imagine your record's as false as your pride. Prestigious once your battle is done.
Prepare to taste bitter defeat once our battle is done.
Oh, terrible. You're a misfit, a half-wit, a foolish old grouse.
You're a weakling, a milksop, a cadger, a louse.
You're a weakling, a milksop, a catcher, a louse.
Brilliant. I'm the greatest of flighters, a master of verse.
Yo. Your pride is appalling, your rhyming is worse.
Your pride is appalling, and your rhyming is worse.
Got you there, Jungulf. Ha! I'm impressed. You are as sharp as that axe on your belt.
As promised. I will have my winnings now.
Take the gold. You've earned it.
Ayy. Level 3, baby. Flyting completed, Jungulf. Nice. Alright. Next. Getting that artifact. Skari Scribblings. Hirta Slugger of Fun. Okay. In Svaler not Vidnir as Frignis. Don't know if I read that right. Probably not. Skari's reminiscence. My warring days are behind me.
Helps me pass the time. Come here, Raider. Have a seat with me.
Now he says it.
Hear a story or two.
My warring days are behind me. I've gone from sitting beside a big oak tree with a view of the docks to sitting here on this lonely isle with a view of my past. Where does one go from here?
That song. You have spent some days on a longship.
Oh, many. See this salt-blasted hair? It took a pummeling over the years. All that seawater. Feels like hay now.
Better keep away from the horses then.
You are very quick. And sturdy by the looks of you. But you are not from that Ragnarsson camp there in Repton. I would have recognized you.
I belong to another clan. What are you doing away from yours?
I have been cast out. Too old, too frail. Dead weight, as they say. I will have to get used to watching the sights of war from afar now.
No shame in that. Not many of us can say they lived long enough to simply retire. You have earned it.
But have I? Or have I missed my chance? I thought I knew what lay ahead, but now that is foreign to me.
Embrace it. Sail the seas, write your songs, and bellow out on the winds. Sounds nice to me.
You are far too young to speak so wise. There is a bright future for you and your clan. I would like to add to it. Take this key, and if you find yourself in Repton, seek out my quarters near the docks. There is a large tree out front. Inside you will find a few of my most prized items. Take them. I no longer have any need.
You honor me.
Call it a gift from the old guard to the new. Odin guide your way, young drengur.
Ah, that's... okay, so that's the guy. It's music.
I
Play my
keep
guy.
an eye out for this old raider's home if I ever am in Repton.
Sure, I'm going to get it right now.
This must be that old raider's place. He said he wanted me to have his things.
Wasted, huh? Ooh. Boom. Nice. Oh, he has a loop too.
Is that everything?
A liar.
This crate is filled with songs. Must have taken a long time to write them all out. I should return it to the old raider.
How the hell am I gonna get it? What? Okay. Good. Yo, come on. Alright, come on. It's really far. Here you go, dude.
These are some trinkets you left behind, old man.
Ah, you've come back. Why are you wasting your time with me?
This crate has all of your written songs. This is not a gift I can accept or repay. You'll want to revisit these someday. They should stay with you.
I had forgotten all about them. Something to work at on this new journey of mine.
You have only the setting sun to tell you when to stop.
And maybe not even then. That is twice you have earned my admiration. Please, tell me your name.
Eivor.
Eivor. If the gods will it, I will find my seat at Odin's table before you. And there I will speak of you so that when the time comes to claim your seat, they will greet you by name. Farewell.
Nice. The old guard. Alright. Speak with Ubba.
Sail southeast. Bring the men to the gates of Tamworth. We'll flood the fields, and Burgred shall weep at the sight of what the future holds for this kingdom. Eivor, is your axe sharpened?
I'm ready for the spear din.
And the thunder of shields, yes. It's good to have you with us.
To fight beside such legends is an honor. I've only heard tales of your conquests. Now I get to live them.
We'll weave our sagas together, thread upon thread.
Come on, boy. We'll forge a man from your softness, hammered on the anvil of
One
war.
does not need to fight to be
Move! Move!
Calm, Eivor. The fight's not here.
Aye. The fight is nowhere to be found in this boy.
A boy who happens to be Jungulf's son. Why is he not in his quarters?
Our future king wants a battle-hardened heir. Time he proves his worth, don't you think?
Wolf worried about succession already? Can this boy even fight? This is a bad idea.
Can't be an heir if he's dead, Eivor. Can he wield a sword?
I've had some training. I don't want to kill anyone. These men are my friends. My countrymen.
Relax, little king. They won't call you friend now. You can thank your father for that.
Eivor!
He comes with us. And should anything happen to this little sprout, I will bear the punishment our future king inflicts.
He'll want to remove your head.
Haha, you hear that, boy? You die, and I'll have to kill your father, too.
Freaking Eivor.
Mount up, Eivor. It's a long ride to Tamworth.
Okay, sweet. Get my own mount.
You'll have to endure, my brother. He always finds new ways to humor himself.
I'll keep that in mind.
And both eyes open.
You smell that, Jailbird? The stink of jealousy, of our budding friendship, I think.
What is Ceolwulf's son doing in Repton at all?
It's Ceolwulf's way of proving his loyalty. And there's no safer place for a traitor and his son than the middle of a pack of Danes.
Safe from who? You and Eivor seem to have brought this Shire to hell.
The Feards are with us, the common folk. But Burgred still has his soldiers all over Mercia. They're devoted to him, and they'll die defending him.
Your voice, Eivor. You sound different than the brothers.
Good ear, Lord. Most in England cannot tell the difference. But not all Danes are Danes.
From where do you come, if I may ask?
North of the Danelands. A place called Funberg, in Norway.
I didn't know there was land north of there. What are the people like?
You ever see a herd of sheep follow each other off the edge of a cliff? They're like that. The ones who remained, anyway.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Was it a mass exodus from Norway, then?
It was. Norway is now the province of a young king, Harald by name. A boy wise beyond his years.
Are you not angry that he has displaced you and so many others?
I was, for a time. But our weeks at sea have softened my brow fire. If I am honest, I realize I quite admire King Harald. By words and by weapons, both. He has pacified the country I call home. For the first time in any man's memory, or any skald's song, Norway has one king. Just one. And that is quite a feat.
That is impressive, truly. England is half the size of Norway, and yet we have 4 kings for our 4 kingdoms.
You see? How could I not be impressed? No, Harald is a good man with grand ideas. I can see that now.
I am only 6 years his junior, and have yet to see my first battle. I cannot imagine the skill and cunning he has.
Your first battle is coming, young Jailbird. From this day on, you may see rapid progress.
I'm not sure I want so swift a rise.
It's okay to be scared.
In truth, Jailbird, it is my father who bears the heaviest weight of my anger, not King Harald. My father gifted my birthright to Harald without my consent or knowledge. As easily as if he might hand over a barrel of meat. It was not merely a deception, it was a betrayal of trust. The prick of which still stings me.
Be it a blessing or a curse, family is always first.
A good line, boy. Were you not an atheling, I would hire you as my skald.
Skald? It sounds something like Scott, our court poets. Is that what you mean?
Right again.
Fascinating. The harmony between our words and yours is quite something. As if we were distant cousins, separated by an ocean of time as well as space.
I like the thought of that. I do.
Oh, speeding up. I'm the leader of the pack, bro. Mwahaha. We just beat their ship? Oh wow. That's funny. Almost there. 300 meters. Whoa, whoa, why are you going so fast? Here, she keeps automatically speeding up. That's funny. Alright, we're here. I passed by this earlier.
These pagan rats. Ravenous,
King Burgred.
unseemly beasts teeming over holy ground.
Have a care, Lord. These pagan rats outnumber us.
I can see that, fool. What do we do about them?
I advise we strongly consider their demands, Lord. We won't survive a fight.
Is
Smart
that
guy.
you, Leofrith? How quickly you recover! I'm beginning to wonder if it is a man or a god beneath all that armor.
A man of God stands before you, Eivor. Proud and resolute.
That's Burgred's war thane. Killed a dozen of our men in an ambush along the River Trent. It was Eivor's axe that stopped him.
That is a poor description of a perfect 30-yard toss.
Enough jawing, heathens! Speak your piece!
We've come for your crown, Lord.
With or without your head attached.
I admire your ambition, pagan. But what you ask is impossible. No Dane ever has or ever will occupy Mercia's sacred throne.
How about a Norse? Good thing we have Beowulf. Who's gonna stop us?
Would you settle for a Norse? We're not as gentle, but we're much better poets.
Norse, Dane, dog. You're all the same to me. All godless.
Oh,
My king,
okay.
may I suggest a more measured approach to this?
I grow weary of this palaver. You have trampled our lands, toppled our monuments. We've given you silver, fed your people. And yet, in spite of all this, your encroachment on my kingdom continues. No more! We will die defending what is ours, whatsoever the cost. If you want my crown, Ubba Ragnarsson, you must pry it from the hands of my bloodless corpse. Man the walls!
Back to
Gonna
the
regret
camp.
that.
Round up the men. We're taking Tamworth tonight.
Oh, hell yeah.
Eivor, tell the captain we're ready to march. Eivor and I will round up the men. You know your way around a battering ram.
I've seen them in action.
I want you at the helm of ours. You're strong and agile.
I'll be there.
As will I.